Hey folks, I'm Mysterious CG and welcome back to Let's Play Nobunaga's Ambition, Sphere of Influence, Date clan playthrough. Poor Commando Cody. No, his actual username is not Commando Cody, but Commando 293 is one of the donators, and he literally, I got a new comment because it annoys me. I kind of wish I could. I like Chrome as a browser, but one of the things I don't care for is these little pop-ups when you get a YouTube comment. Well, it depends. Sometimes I like it, but most of the time I'm like, yeah, I'll check my YouTube comments. Not that they come in fast and furious, but I'll check them later. But yeah, I got a notification. Like, I was taking a little break between videos and got a notification that I had a new comment, so I checked it out, and it was him posting, which I generally don't like when people do this, but you know, it was like posting on one series, when are you going to start playing this game, JG? But, I mean, he was doing it on Neo, which is a game about Sengoku Japan, and he's excited for this to get going, so I was cool with it. But I was like, I write, you know, he posts like, hey, when is this series going to get going? And I'm like, I'm literally recording it now. Anyway. But, so bloody-handed, he got caught, bloody-handed, trolling for, Nobunaga's Ambition vids. Anyway, I do not believe he... Who did I make the Lord? Bloody-handed isn't a castle lord, is he? No, I think he's one of the guys whose loyalty didn't really require it. There's Monkey Merc, a.k.a. Grimmeth Cosplayer. And, yeah, he did not end up a castle lord, but I know he got moved to one of the castles. Anyway, so what we're going to do in this video is attack. So if we set a plan in March, and the game, we might not be able to gather enough soldiers to attack right now, my liege. Kind of surprised to hear that, particularly if we throw everyone in there. Oh, because we're not including this city. No, we're marching from there for sure. We're definitely going to march from there. Matter of fact, I'm more inclined to like not have Vulture Bobo marching than I am to... We definitely got to march out of here. Because Masamune needs to be involved, right? Yeah. Now... They've got 1,000 soldiers, and they've got 1,000 soldiers. We could try to get cute and have you guys come up here. But that might be a bridge too far, actually. You guys, I would just say, forget about it. You don't have enough troops here. Another one, 500. Let's stick with this unit that has 2,000. And you guys have 800, and you guys have 1,700. We'll stick with Masamune, Shamen Yamazaki, and Vulture Bobo. Oh, I don't want to cancel the order. I'm good with that, yeah. So we will confirm.
Let's go.
So I'm going to not spend this long on every single combat, but since this is our very first one, we'll take a look here. This is Shamen Yamazaki's unit. He's bringing along his adjutants Kalan Owari-Sanada and Zer Uncle Baldo Fall. And overall, they've got a score of 100 leader, 100 valor, and 90 intelligence. So they're pretty fucking badass, to tell you the truth. Although they don't have that many troops. Also marching is Vulture Bobo. He is bringing along a JG Mystery and Vulture Bean, meaning we were smarter, but our leader and valor is slightly lower. But we are also, that's a really high-powered unit for this point in the game. And I think everybody is bringing along their muskets and horses, too. And then we have Masamune, who, stat-wise, because of the officers involved, may be the weakest. He's not bringing along what's his name, Kodakara, as I thought he would be, but he's bringing along Masakage Rusu, and Elmandretta the Avatar will be riding along with her future lord, Masamune. And they've got a pretty damn good overall unit, too. This, so this castle here only has, our estimate is they have 500 soldiers. They will get reinforcements from these other armies, but honestly, unless the AI reinforces from their capital, which they're not always smart enough to do, we're definitely going to take this city. So let's let time pass.
Let us show them how we do battle.
So we've got a unit of unknown strength, but it's just this one guy, Tanashige Mizutani, whose stats are not going to get it done. So he is going to need reinforcements. As you see, they have this triangle formation when they march, and they go to this Tetris T-block formation when they're ready for combat, which I always find interesting.
We will join you.
And now you see why I did all that stuff with the appeasement, because we've got an extra 1,000 troops from the Honda. And again, I won't go and look at every single battle, but in this case, we will. It's our very first battle of the LP. Let's watch Shamen Yamazaki's unit do battle.
Let's go.
Our night attack is a success. I had something to say about that, but oh well. So you kind of control stuff with the stick. You click on the unit. If you click directly on a unit, you can order your units to try to attack at melee range or range. Otherwise, you click and drag this icon along and kind of pick a stopping position.
Yes.
And now the Honda boss, I will have him do a relay point here and then attack from the other side.
Acknowledged.
But we really shouldn't have any problems here. Matter of fact, we should take out the defenders before any other units attack or arrive. You can see the tribals are getting some resistance because they're fighting a tower. I believe that's what's happening, yeah. But Shamen's going to take care of business here.
Retreat.
And we've won. We defeated an enemy unit right in front of their castle. Perfect time to hit their gates. So we can launch an attack that will damage the gates, making it easier to take the castle. And in fact, at this point, I think I'm going to get greedy. This place has 3,000 hit points, but only 500 soldiers. They have 2,500 soldiers as an estimate. If we were to... Oh, now I really wish I had made one of these smaller cities march. Because we should be able to take over this city very easily now. We don't need all this force. So part of me wants Vulture Bobo's unit to come just grab an extra city for us. Thing is, the plot there will be more objectives for us after we take this over, so it might not be that good an idea. But Vulture Bobo's unit, working in conjunction with Masamune's unit, basically the way Castle Sieges work, if you have a troop count that's higher than the hit points of the castle, you encircle the castle, and you gradually wear it down and cause it to surrender without losing troops. But if you don't have more troops than it has hit points, that's when you have to use the, quote, storm attack, where your troops run up against the castle defenses, you lose troops, the castle loses hit points, and eventually the castle's hit points are reduced to 0, you take the castle. That's why we saw some of those facilities we could build increase the strength of storm attacks. So it's only useful in that specific circumstance. Let's not get too greedy. Let's, well, why the hell wouldn't we? Let's see. Let's try and see what happens. Because they will not need them to help out with that.
Yes, my liege.
The thing is, after we do this, there'll probably be another objective, and I know it's not going to be to take Soma Nakamura Castle, but we do want to take all this stuff over before we finish this scenario, I believe. Oh, I don't know about that for sure, actually. I'm starting to feel like we should have just sent these guys up here. And it's not too late. Let's do that and see what happens. And hopefully you guys will finish off that castle and these guys won't come after it. But yeah, definitely a big change in plan. I'm not even attacking the same clan. Bobo's army marched down here for no reason. But at least they'll come up here at the same time to attack these guys. They will be in sync, as it were, with Masamune's armies.
I'm not letting you run.
So that didn't take very long at all. So it's important if you're playing this game yourself to realize that what I said about units attacking castles and you need more troop count than they have HP, you're only allowed to attack with 3 units of yours. Plus, you're allowed to have 1 tribal unit if you have a nearby tribe that supports you. So you do want to bear in mind that you'll get some extra troops thrown in from a tribe if they support you, but you can't send like 10 units of 1,000 each to attack a castle with 10,000 hit points. You're going to need some units that have like 3,500, 4,000 troops so that you have enough to surround it.
Enemy officer captured.
So we've captured Marumori Castle. It wasn't really Masamune's personal victory, but he was on his way. Just the Shingen cosplayer took over before he could. Now we have to defer the Date clan to Masamune to continue the story. Well, we'll get there, but for now, let's knock these guys out before we actually make the switch, because that'll continue the plot. With the next turn, we'll set up some governance for our new city here.
Let us begin the meeting. Here's last month's balance.
You can see we actually made money this month because other than deployment, we didn't do a whole lot last month.
Reporting in.
My training has paid off and I've grown. Not hair, though. Sorry, sir. Alright, so we're going to want to set up a castle lord for our brand new castle, which has no officers. We'll want somebody whose loyalty could use the increase, so we'll go with you. Now, where are you currently? You're at Suganome, so I need to bear that in mind. Because when I'm assigning officers to come here, I probably don't want to take them from Suganome. You just lost somebody. The Watari ended up with 9. Yeah, these counts are a little funky. So I could pull 1 from Watari, maybe 2 from Yonezawa. The number on the right is the number of officers stationed there. The number on the left is the number of officers who are there now, because some of those officers are off at combat. So if I took maybe 3 from Watari and 2 from Yonezawa, Yonezawa would continue to be the big city. But didn't I already say I'm taking... Well, I forget where he came from. I've already forgotten. So we'll let... Okami Hato will eventually come back here. You don't need to be the overseer anyway. You don't have the highest pull out of these guys. So we'll take you out. Two is probably enough from this place, actually. Now, it doesn't update with these moves because I've ordered them, but they haven't happened yet. Alright. Now we can... I want to get going on road work eventually, but for first, let's make sure that we've added all the facilities that are available. And this would be a place for a cargoman. I must always try to build cargomans when I can. Earl King will be slightly slower than Grimmeth, but it will save me having to reassign the... it really doesn't make any... I mean, as far as turns go, it doesn't make a difference. 30 days is a turn. And I think we're about to be out of labor again. So this place is bordering the military district and whatever I decide to do up there. This makes supplies cheaper. I should think about building more of them. But I usually just go for the ones that increase each district. Bloody-handed, thank you for your interest in this LP. Now, get to work. Build a commercial district. That leaves us with not quite enough labor to do any of that stuff. Rare goods, you say?
What would you like?
Well, I can't afford them. That would be like all of my money. So instead... Well, we don't have an overseer here yet, so let's... Because no officers have arrived. Let's change the overseer here to be Lady Tolpanzer. And have her working on crops. Alright. And we're probably ready... Honestly, we're ready to advance the plot by switching lords. But I just felt like... I might be messing stuff up if this is a clan that has a plot event later that I've forgotten about. Now I'm not sure. I'm nervous about that now, that I might have messed that up. So let's... There's certainly... They're not hostile or interested. Let's leave them alone until the plot tells us to do something to them. To be on the safe side.
Time to head back.
So we'll just go home. So it's a bit of overkill, the armies that we sent, but that does mean that we can come in here right now. I'll save the game in case I really mess something up. But I'm not really gonna be intentionally doing save scumming in this LP, but if I make a major goof, and I realize immediately, oh, I might just hop back and fix it. So what we'll do is we're going to go to the retainers, and we are going to give leadership of the clan to another and retire. And apparently we gotta... Considering that Shigezane is a choice and Masamune isn't, I'm thinking Masamune has to get back to base before we can do this. So, oops. Am I going to need to survey? Yeah, I don't know why it wasn't already lit up. Somebody will need to survey there. We'll send Elmandretta, because she's not assigned as overseer, which means we don't have to fix that later. We may not be able to find anything. Perhaps we should try another course. That seems strange. I guess it's waiting for the turn to click over before it... I don't think this will have a permanent... Like, her failing will permanently mean we lost something, but... Whatever. You guys would be crossing right into... Why are we doing that? Oh, we must be allied with them. Otherwise, why would I be crossing their territory to go home and not expecting a problem? I think if their territory border is flashing green, then we're allied with them.
Halt!
No? Who just said halt and why? Oh, that was Bobo because he's returned to base. Let's show our skills. Take them out. Wait, what? Are they in combat? Oh, I didn't order them to go home. Oh, I'm an idiot. I ordered them up there to rendezvous or something. Oh well, my mistake. At least it looks like Masamune will be home, so the next turn we can go ahead. Let us decide what to do with the captives. Please select those you wish to employ. Those you do not wish to employ will either be freed or executed. So we'll try to hire anybody that we get. I'm not really going to execute people in this game unless there's, you know, if somebody leaves my force and then I recapture them, they'll probably get executed. But Tanashige Mizutani can tell which way the wind is blowing. He wants to serve us. It's Mo Dade. Hey, Mo! I am now of age. I talk like Curly instead of Mo. Get out of here. Use my life for this clan however you see fit. Oh, well, that's nice. A child of Teramune Date, inheriting his talent, contributed greatly to clan's prosperity. So, for the maiden form woman, you'll never know she'll turn up. For the maidens in this game, basically, there are historical records of all these daughters of noble houses, but not a whole lot beyond that. Like, you know, who their father was, who their mother was, who they married. There's not like, oh, it's almost time for the video to be over, so that maybe that's not terrible timing. But there's not a lot of, like, you know, the personal details of any of these folks. So you can switch maiden officers off, so you only have male officers. They default to having it on. That's, I think, in early games it was defaulted to off, but they've discovered people like this sort of fantasy world where women get to go lead armies. Personally, I find it kind of appealing, but I know that's not everybody's cup of tea, green or otherwise. But the stats are usually pretty middling because there's no great historical knowledge or basis for who these people are. They become filler officers, and you can marry them off for political alliances, and we will be playing that game a bit in the next scenario. There's not a whole lot of point to that in this Kyushu Council scenario because we've got a few things we need to get done very quickly, and then we're moving on to this other scenario. So you've made up your mind, and so have I. Come join my army.
Let us begin the meeting.
Let's begin to begin.
Here's last month's balance.
So we made more money than we spent for a change? Nope, sorry, flip that. That is not correct.
Reporting in.
I looked around Marumi Castle but couldn't find anything. There doesn't seem to be anything of interest in the area. One of our boys has come of age and decided she's a girl. Because he's talking about Modate. They kind of only came up with one message for that, and it's works better with the males characters. So that's unfortunate. Elman Dread of the Avatar has failed. She's a terrible failure, and her life will spend the rest of her life making up for the fact that she couldn't find anything cool around Moromi Castle. I believe that's just because some cities don't have anything, quote, special as far as resources and whatnot. But I also am pretty sure that if I'd waited one turn, that would have been flagged as, you know, critical. You need to do this because it has those little yellow marks to point you out to something. It would have told me to do that, even if And if for some reason a resource becomes available later, I'm pretty sure I'll get a flag that I need to go check that place out. So, if we ever got any freaking gold, I would be spending it. Ooh, we can restore a base's hit points. We should probably do that with this place. And, takes 1 month for him. It would take 2 months for him. So I don't think Okami Hato can do it any faster, so we'll let this guy do it. Maybe we should let Masamune's mom do it. Yeah, she'll also get it done in 1 month. Masamune's mom's got it going on. Now, if we have enough gold, we can get 2 facilities built. But mainly, once I've got the facilities built, I'll be spending all my labor on civil, where I actually... Really, the facilities are mostly increasing the aptitude and, like, the ceilings. It's really the development. Maybe I should be concentrating on development first. But I always like to build facilities if there's any facilities available. And we've got more facilities available than we'll actually be able to build at this point. In the long term, we know we want either a cargo min or an orchard here. There's really not that many places that would be great for conscripts, to tell you the truth. So probably an orchard is smarter. We can get a gunsmith going here. Muskets become cheaper. So let's get going with that. Let's work our way towards gunsmith. And get all of our labor used up. What does Watari got going on? So eventually, we could do conscripts here. We could do... See, I don't like to do conscripts if there's something that the place is obviously better suited for. So this place will most likely have... Well, there'll be crops here. That's good for cargomen. This might be crafts. This could be conscripts. It might be... Yeah, if I don't do any conscripts here. Conscripts. We got crafts and crafts. Probably crops. So it's probably going to have 2 of each. We'll go with... Work towards a cargoman. What the hell? Butcher work on that. And now I really need to remember that at the beginning of the next video, we need to... beginning of the next video, we need to get going with... use your words, JG. We need to get going at the beginning of the next video with switching over to Masamune as ruler. Also, this is as good a time as any to say this is probably the last video that's going up this weekend. I'm not making any promises in particular, but my plan for right now is to have this LP fill the slot that Metal Gear Survive was doing, where I was uploading 2 videos every Saturday, 2 videos every Sunday, for a total of 4 videos a week. Which would mean that this would be the second video uploaded on the first Sunday. That is basically my first weekend of videos going up. This will be the last one. So, as the current plan, and I might start uploading them more often if I'm getting into it. But for right now, the plan is you should expect, if you've just watched this, and this is the 4th video in the series that went up this weekend. Really only the 3rd one with gameplay, because the first one was about the created characters. Next week, there will be 4 more videos on the series JG. Thank you very much for watching. Catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.